Ugh! Do I really have to explain why I don't like this series? Hey everyone! Welcome back. And so, we've reached episode number 20, the big 2-0. And so, for today, what better way than to look back? You may recall my first episode wasn't that great, and I've come a long way since. But my first episode, like anybody's, wasn't great, where I reviewed Metroid Other M. You may recall in that review, I mentioned how I personally didn't care for the Metroid Prime series. Well, today, hopefully I can answer that for you. So, without further ado, let's get into it. God, I love that cutscene. So, welcome to Metroid Prime, my least favorite in the entire Metroid series. Now, first off the bat, Metroid Prime, all three of them, are first-person shooters. I mean, duh. But I want you guys to know, before we get into this too far, Metroid was not always like this. In fact, the first 3 games were all side-scrollers. Metroid, Metroid 2 Return of Samus, and Super Metroid were all side-scrollers. But it's almost as if they knew that they were taking a risk with this game when they made it. Because when they released these games, they made sure to release, alongside it for the Game Boy Advance, they released 2 other Metroid games for the Game Boy Advance that were still side-scrollers and still played like classic Metroid. And those games were Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. But we're not here to talk about those. But yeah, I mean, sure, granted, these graphics are great for their time, but I couldn't really answer up until now why, to me, this just didn't feel like a Metroid game. And I was right to think that, because the year before this, the Xbox launched. And what game launched with the Xbox? Halo. And to me, Metroid Prime, I know a lot of you are going to get pissed off at me, Metroid Prime is Nintendo's answer to Halo. I mean, really, I think the environments are cooler than Halo's, but they're obviously inspired by Halo. It's obvious. By the way, how does Samus even see where she's going in this? I mean, sure, she's wearing a helmet, but have you seen how close it is to her face? In the older games, her helmet was like 4 times the size it is in this game. You gotta feel bad for Samus being in something like this all the time. I couldn't do it. I don't know. Let's just drop it. So, anyways, Metroid Prime, it's a classic. And I was certain at the time that it was going to be a one-time go. So, looking how surprised I was that we got a second one on the same system. See how tight that is to her face? How does she even breathe in there? Oh well. That's another thing. You see how she just jumped off that thing? That's another problem I have with this game. Is it's a platformer in first person. How do you platform in first person well? Whenever I jump, I always miss where I'm landing. Oh look, here's the map. Make sure there's nothing else here. Alright, let's get the map. But yeah, this game changed history of Metroid. And a lot of people thought that this was such a great game. And I don't know, folks. It's just, I don't know what people love about this game so much. It's just Halo with Metroid skins. I'm serious. Whoa, dead bodies! Whoa! Oh my god. I gotta get rid of all these things. Whoa! More dead bodies! This is creeping me out! There's more of them! What the heck? What the heck went wrong? All these Federation Whoa! Whoa! They're coming alive! It's zombie Federation forces! What the heck happened here? You know, it's funny. This game beckons the question, what happened to all these Federation Force soldiers? Let's see if I can find out here. Alright, so space battle with a frigate. They crashed on the planet. They're not with Samus. They're exploring. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. This looks familiar. Metroid Prime Federation Force? Could this story right here in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes be what inspired the story for Federation Force? It could be. They're not with Samus. They're alone. They're co-oping for a mission. I don't know. I'm getting off topic, but it could be, folks. So, you better rethink about Metroid Prime Federation Force, because right here could be a prime example of where it could go. Ha, get it? A prime example? I know, that was terrible. So, yeah, the enemies in this game, other than the Metroids, there are no classic enemies in this game. They all look like something out of Halo, and as I said, I wonder why that could be. Oh, poor dude. Oh, boy. Aw, Samus, that was polite. You lost your buddies, I know. So, fast forward a generation, and we get Metroid Prime 3 on the Nintendo Wii. Yeah, I know, I'm making puns and rhymes all over the place here, guys. See? These guys don't even look like classic enemies. These guys look like Transformers or something. They look like something out of a different game entirely. Again, they look like the frickin' things from Halo. I'm telling you guys. This game is Nintendo Halo. I'm serious. Look at it. The weapons that they're shooting, the environments, The enemies? This is not Metroid, folks. This is Halo. This is frickin' Nintendo Halo. Now you see why I was so glad when Metroid Other M came along? So yeah, this is not my favorite Metroid series. But do I think that this is a bad game? So yeah, Metroid Prime, I don't think they're bad games. In fact, there's another one coming out, and people are complaining about it, but that's another video. But yeah, I don't consider Metroid Prime bad games. They're just not what I like in Metroid, and I don't consider it Metroid-like. I mean, yes, it has Samus, it has the Metroids, but I'm gonna have to stick with my argument about what I said about Metroid Other M, which is Metroid Prime doesn't feel like Metroid, and if you think it does, it's because you've never played the originals. So, I don't know what to say, folks, other than that they're classics, but they're not the real Metroid. In fact, when they were first made, they even said they were spin-offs. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. Until next time, you take care.